We made it, 2022, and oh boy, what a year 2021 was. Certainly wasn't a normal year, that's for sure, but it was a lot better than 2020.
I mean, honestly, given the craziness of the past 2 years, just making it to Midwest Furry Fest almost felt like a dream. I mean, it'll certainly be in my mind for a while to come, I can tell you that much.
Definitely, as will the bills for those PCR tests at the airport too.
God, yeah.
Oh, dear me. Anyway, that's all in the past now, and, you know, it's a new year, and who knows just what is ahead for the furry fandom.
Some of the furry things, films, for example, are easy to predict, but other things, well, who knows?
So we thought we would get our crystal ball out and make 5 predictions for the furry fandom in 2022. One of the biggest films of the year ahead, at least in the furry fandom, has to be Turning Red.
Yeah, I mean, we covered this film on our Films of 2022 video, but for those of you who are unaware of this movie, it's got a red panda in it, and it's got a lot of transformation in it, and it's even set in Toronto. So, you know, what more could you want?
I don't know, maybe, say, a raccoon movie? That'd be nice.
Of course. I mean, releasing in March, the hype train for this film will finally arrive, and we'll see the fandom caught up in a frenzy of excitement about the film. Bad Twitter memes and artwork, and lots of artwork.
And quite frankly, even if this film is panned critically, you know, as likely as that probably is, you know, it's going to prove to probably be a smash hit with the furry fandom.
Oh, big.
You know, finally bringing red pandas out of the shadows and making people fall wildly in love with them. And, you know, why not? Red pandas are adorable. They deserve some attention.
They really are. It'd be nice to see some more red pandas in the fandom. This, of course, will lead to a sudden explosion of red panda personas and furries who just want red panda suits.
Sadly, we do predict that this infatuation with red pandas will be short-lived because just a month after this movie comes out in cinemas, the bad guys will be out.
Oh, yeah. And based on the amount of love that Wolf character so far has got from the trailer of that film, we suspect it'll soon, well, reset the status quo, shall we say.
Yeah, and, you know, actually, while we're talking about that movie, basically, for some reason, it's being released in Australia 30 days earlier than everywhere else in the world.
I don't understand that.
It's an extra prediction, which doesn't count as one of our main ones, but I predict that many furs will either not see this in a cinema first, or those that are trying to wait will probably have it ruined by spoilers on Twitter, and, you know, around the internet in general, before they can have a chance to see the full movie.
Yeah.
Our next prediction is that 2022 is going to be a pretty amazing year when it comes to furry gaming.
I mean, starting off strong, we get Pokemon Legends of...
I always struggle with the name of that one. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Thank you. Launching at the end of January.
This new take on the series, which, as we all know, is already highly influential to the fandom, will see new Pokemon and new designs for the fans of the series, and new backstories.
And, well, and beyond. I mean, and beyond this, lots of new memes of Twitter, fan art, drawings, and, of course, the inevitable art on E621.
Oh, yeah. And it's not just Pokemon that we have to look forward to either. The indie game scene in 2022 looks set to be absolutely amazing.
It looks to explode next year. This year. It is this year. For all you Redders out there, Curse of the Sea Rats, a Retroidvania, is set to release in 2022.
Finally. And for fans of bears, like me, you know, Bear and Breakfast should hopefully make its long-awaited appearance this year. Yay, bears!
Yay! Well, okay. Well, so how about Stray? A game where you roam the neon sunset streets as a homeless black cat, uncovering mysteries of the world filled with droids and deadly creatures.
I can't also have this section and not mention the long-awaited follow-up to Nekajishi as well. Hoping to release in 2022, Nekajishi Linen Partners will improve on the original text-based story with new 3D gameplay and a new adventure RPG genre. I also suspect it will probably feature a lot of artwork as well.
A lot of art. And finally, not to leave you foxes out, keep an eye out for Tunic. This adorable Zelda-inspired isometric adventure stars a cute little cool fox as its lead. Honestly, what more could you need? It's adorable.
And, I mean, there is loads of other furry games releasing over 2022.
Loads.
Too many to mention here, and I'm sure we'll do a full video on them all real soon. In fact, drop the names of the ones you'd like us to talk about in the comments now.
Now, it's safe to argue that 2021 was the year the conventions returned. So this does come across as maybe a bit of a lazy prediction.
But in all honesty, we thought it was a point, worth making.
Yeah.
And I think this is the year that the remaining cons that haven't run will return. Or at least, the large majority of them will be back.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. And not only that, but it's likely that also to be the year that people feel more comfortable returning to them.
Now, of course, there are plenty of reasons why they could all stop again. But hey, we like to think we're optimistic here on this channel.
Yeah, well, most of the time anyway. Going back to MFF at the end of the last year was such an amazing experience and really reminded me of, well, what we really missed over the last 2 years. I mean, right now, we are hoping very much to be able to do it this year for 2022. I mean, hi to everyone, by the way, that we met over there. My God, it was so cool.
That was awesome seeing everyone.
It really was.
Now, of course, we can't talk about conventions returning without, of course, talking about a bit of the, the usual controversy you get from at least 1 or 2 furry conventions through the year. I mean, even though it was a short year, last year, of course, we all had pizza.
Oh God, don't remind me, please.
So, following up from, pizza, I'm going to make a wild prediction here about this year's convention controversy, and I don't know, what should we... I'm thinking...
I'm more worried about what you're going to say now.
I'm thinking this year's convention, controversy will involve an Arby's Big Beef and Cheddar combo and 12 foxes, because why not?
Okay, that's a very specific and a very strategic prediction, but I really hope that's not real.
Me too.
Knowing our luck.
I like Arby's. The only one.
Oh dear.
After 5 long years of waiting, finally 2022 will bring us new Zootopia content.
Thank you! Appearing as a series of short episodes on Disney Plus, as opposed to a feature-length movie, this series will see us visiting different characters from the movie and allow us to learn more about their background and their lives from the series.
Whilst it may not be as big and grand as a movie, in some ways I actually think Zootopia Plus might be better, allowing for us to explore the amazing universe that was created for the movie further.
Hopefully it'll allow them to increase the amount of episodes eventually anyway, but I'm steadily predicting that most of us will likely watch this series and fall in love with Zootopia all over again. Not that I haven't fallen out with it anyway.
So assuming you haven't all,
Duty for win.
I'm definitely going to look forward to the fan art that comes with this series, though.
Oh boy, yeah.
And our final prediction here is one that sadly does seem to come true at least once or twice every year.
Yeah.
And that is, unfortunately, more fursuit scam websites are going to pop up.
I mean, these websites will cause the usual mix of grief and laughter in the fandom. For those who are annoyed by their suits being on the sites at all, like myself, to those who find it hilarious that the fursuits are obviously that looks like a rabbit is clearly a donkey suit.
Oh, they never get the categories right on those sites. But one thing I can certainly predict with these, and, these terrible websites, is that they'll probably get shut down really fast, because when the fandom wants to, it gets together and shuts these things down fast.
Oh boy, yeah.
Likely before any poor furry has a chance to be scammed by them. Unless,
Hopefully.
of course, you're a Spanish TV channel who instead buy 2 of them for your New Year's Eve entertainment. What were they thinking?
They look terrible. I predict, though, unlike other years, in a massive turn of events, the clone websites will somehow end up cloning each other, creating an endless loop of fake fursuit sites, listings, eventually causing a giant feedback loop of shutting themselves down in a ball of error messages. That or causing a split in the time-space continuum, destroying all life as we know it.
Well, that's far out. How the world will end. A fake fursuit website. Take that, Nostradamus!
Hey, you predicted.
So, there we go. Those were 5 predictions for 2022. What do you think will happen this year? What are your plans looking like? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button. Ring that notification bell to find out when our newest videos drop. And if you haven't already, why not click that shiny subscription button and subscribe to the channel as well.
Yeah. If
you'd like to support this channel, there's a link to our Patreon below, as well as the merchandise store, where you can get fun Shadow Raccoon and Yay Bears t-shirts as well. I'm Shadow Raccoon.
And I'm Theodore Rabbit.
And we'll see you next time.
Happy
Bye, everyone.
New Year, everyone!